Hello everyone, and welcome back to Allthemodium 7. In the last episode, we actually went all the way to the end, which we had to hunt down. We kept following the eye, and it's very far away, or at least it was. I believe, you know what? I didn't actually mark it off, but it's somewhere over here at least. So that's pretty cool. Now, the reason we did that, now this is where it gets a little bit embarrassing. So the reason we did that is because I needed a little bit of endstone to make this impure purple chalk. And so I saw endstone, and my simple brain was like, endstone means end. Okay, that means I'll go kill the dragon. So that's what we did, right? We went and we killed the dragon, so we've done that whole thing. All I had to do was click on the endstone, and on the front page, without even like looking for more than like half a second, I would be able to see, oh yeah, sandstone, ender pearl, and one of our ender predictions that we get from the simulation machine with Enderman would make us endstone. Bada bing, bada boom, right? so listen, I need to do that more often. Okay, I apologize. On top of that, within the mod that I was going to focus on in that episode, Occultism, you, I believe, can summon a possessed endermite, which, as you can see, would drop endstone. So, okay, we've gotten that out of the way. By the way, I'm using complementary shaders, in case you're wondering. So, what's the plan in this episode? Well, there's a few things. One is we could smash out some backpack upgrades. I think I'll leave that potentially for the end of the video as like a little bonus, depending on, I was going to say depending on how quickly we can do this stuff. I'm going to be honest, it won't be quick at all because we've got a lot of stuff ahead of us, because already we had a lot of work ahead of us. This impure purple chalk, right, needs the crushed endstone, which can only be crushed with occultism. There's no other way to do it. So we're actually going to have to summon a crusher. Okay, believe it or not. Now, can we do that? I think we can. So if we click on this ritual, there's a few of them, and the difference is actually here. Job slow crusher. There's a normal crusher, a fast crusher, and then a very fast crusher. And what these guys do, apparently, according to their description, is it'll summon a spirit, and it will crush ores into dust, effectively doubling the metal output. Now, there's doubling. There's a more effective doubling. There's, I don't know. I think it's pretty good. But anyhow, we're going to jump straight for this first one because we're not using it forever. You know what I mean? At least not yet. So like, I just want to use it just to get this endstone. So how are we going to do it? We're going to need to use the aviator's circle, or the aviator's circle. I just said aviator, didn't I? I'm probably pronouncing things wrong, but it's fine. This is going to be the ritual name, I believe. So for example, if we go into occultism, and we grab out the book, which I think's the Dictionary of Spirits, this one here. We can open it up. We can click on, where is it? Rituals. Then we can click on, we're going to do a summon ritual, I would imagine, to summon this guy. And then I imagine we want to look for whatever that thing was called. So we can probably tab through here. And you know what? It's not there. Okay. Do we see Crusher? Well, there's an All Crusher tab right at the top. Okay. I'm a little bit confused. Foliot, janitor. Oh, you know what? I probably need to click next. Yes, here we go. Foliot crusher, the aviator's circle. So I can click on this and it'll jump me right to the ritual. So let me go back real quick to show you what happened there. So we click on our ore crushing tab. We then click next. I always forget there's a little next button. And then up here, it's showing us the ritual. So we click on this and it will tell us what to do. We could look at this picture or whatever, or we can click visualize and we'll actually be able to place this on the ground. Now, this one looks like it's a pretty basic one. From what I can see, we're going to be using the white chalk, which we have, plus just candles, so pretty simple. We actually do have a setup over here using white chalk and candles. I'm wondering, like, if we look at this next to it, are these identical? I'm going to be honest, I think they are identical. So we can actually just use it right here. So I can probably slap it down there, and then all I need to do is place the 4 candles that we were moving over here into that area to get it working. But by the way, I understand that I've got shaders on, and normally we sort of save shaders to the end, and I can toggle it off by pressing K. But by the way, the mods that let you do that, I'm not using Optifine, I'm using Rubidium and Oculus, 2 different mods. But I was messing around with the settings and whatnot. We'll see how this video goes. Let me know what you think of the performance, if you thought it, hurt a lot, because like we've got a pretty decent render distance running with the shaders on, and I mean, 60 FPS, 40 FPS, maybe not too bad in terms of YouTube videos. So, yeah, I guess let me know how that looks on your end, or if you even noticed the performance difference, and maybe even until I mentioned it. So in the future I won't mention it. And I apologize if I'm talking fast. It's just we have a lot to do. And I like to procrastinate, so I need to make up for the procrastinating, like what I'm doing right now by talking. Anyway, so that's the ritual done. Like, this is the entire formation complete. So in order to actually start this guy up, we just need to chuck these ores on here. So we're gonna need raw iron, we're gonna need raw gold, raw copper, and raw silver. That should be pretty simple. We've either got that stuff in this dimension, or we've got stuff in the mining dimension. Oh wow! Listen. It's not often that the sun is actually up in the mining dimension for whatever reason, but man, when it is, that is a stunning view to hop into. Like, it no longer looks like look at this. Look at the alternative. Oh, it's so gross, isn't it? Like, oh man. The entire game just feels so different. Just like, oh, it's beautiful. Anyway. oh, my screen's gone black, but you guys can still see things, I think. So, gold, iron, copper, and then silver, aluminum, silver. There we go. I jumped past it. Okay. So that's, I believe, all we need in terms of the ores. So we can jump back through. Man, sorry if I sound like really, really excited over nothing. Like, man, I've always wanted to just be able to play the game with shaders on and have things look beautiful, and being able to do that, man, gonna bring a tear to my eye. Anyway, we're also going to need in the middle, as like the catalyst book here, a book of binding folio. Now, I'm saying words I don't understand, but it's fine. This guy's crafted using the dictionary of spirits. That's like the main book, accompanied with a book of binding folio. So this guy is the thing that we made a bunch of these. It's white dye, book and quill, and then purified ink. I already had the thing open. It's a bit messy. We've also filled up our storage again, so that's fun. In terms of what we have, we do have some ink sacs. I believe we have black dye, which we can use for at least one of these recipes, I believe. I think the black dye is for the book and quill. So book and quill. Oh no, the ink sac needs to be used for the book and quill. Okay. Bear with me. We're going to be jumping around quite a bit here. So book and quill, nice and simple. Now, should I add auto crafting? Are we going to be making a lot of these? I don't think so. I apologize if we do. But anyhow, we'll continue. So book and quill. Oh, you know the issue? Because the storage is full, it can't clear the crafting grid to start it up again. And by the way, the storage issue, that's what we're sort of trying to tackle here by going into occultism and checking out all this stuff. So, and once we do the storage issue, then I'm going to set up the auto processing. That's sort of like what my plan is here in terms of you know, where we're going currently. So I guess let me try and make another storage cell. Oh, another thing, I'm just currently getting all the copper out of our furnaces from the last episode. At the end of the last episode, I actually put a roof on top of this guy. We also made a jetpack, so I can actually fly around and stuff. And I think it looks quite nice. I think, you know, it's better than it was. I think we've actually got, like, actual buildings coming together, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's definitely not the worst thing we've ever done. I'm quite... It's grown on me a lot as well. I quite like it. So anyway, let me continue doing this. This stuff should hopefully be on its way. Oh, you know what? I still haven't even made the thing. Everything is going so slow here, and I wasn't really sure why. We need to grab a stack upgrade, and we need to place it in this guy, because he's actually clogged up still from just not being fast enough. So stack upgrade goes in here, and now he can move stacks at a time, and we're good. Now I can finally craft the thing I've been trying to craft. So there we go. We'll need the storage doohickey. We don't have redstone. Okay, well. Okay, we've got a disc. Beautiful, wonderful, everything's fine. Remain calm. What were we doing? Yes, we were crafting things. So book and quill, bada bing, bada boom. Next up is going to be the white dye. Obviously, that's just some bone meal. That should be easy. I'm pretty sure we've got plenty of bones. Like, we don't have a lot, but like, we've got enough. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the end of the world. So there's 4 of those. We will need to make some purified ink. Now, this stuff's not the easiest thing to get. It's not the hardest as well. It's going to be black dye, so it doesn't have to be ink in a spirit fire. So, how does that work? Well, I need to grab a demon fruit. Demon's Dream Fruit. I'm going to need to get a flint and steel. Did we ever try? I still don't know if we ever tried it out with the netherrack. I'll tell you what, we'll give it a shot though. So the way this works is you essentially create a flame. We've built everything out of wood, so it's very dangerous pretty much to try this out anywhere. I'll tell you what, you can fly so easily, so it's like, it's not even an issue. I'm going to place the flint and steel, or the netherrack there. I'm going to drop the demon fruit, and then I'm going to light it on fire. And it lit. Okay, so that's how you start off. That's how you make the soulfire. I should actually chuck in. I'm gonna chuck in like half this black dye to convert it all. You guys were telling me to give this a shot. Not even sure if it would work. Normally this fire obviously puts itself out. Because it's on netherrack, it might just stay on forever, which would be really cool. Because then you don't need the demon fruits anymore. You just come over here, drop your stuff, bada bing, bada boom. So we'll leave that there. If that does stay on, we could build like a room or something to place it in. But we'll, in our peripherals, we'll try and keep an eye on it. So we now have the purified ink. So we should now be able to craft this Book of Binding. I should be able to combine it with the Dictionary of Spirits and get our Book of Binding for summoning this guy. So we now have everything we need, I believe. I will need a copper ore. I've been trashing all the copper because we've got too much. Like I brought some in the overworld and it's just, there's too much of it. We're going to come over here. And what's going to happen is I'll place down the silver, the copper. I don't know if they need to be in an order. I've kind of forgotten. Iron and gold, they can get slapped there. Then I do have an extra bowl for bigger rituals, but it doesn't matter that it's there, I don't think. Then we will place our Book of Binding in the middle. And it has started summoning. You might have seen it for a split second. It's summoning the Crusher. That's currently happening. So we can watch this happen. Now, I saw particles a few seconds ago. Oh, it's eating stuff up. Oh, there's some beautiful particles. I'm wondering, are there any particles with the shaders on? Like, off, I mean? Is that the issue? No, I think it's fine. For some reason, I remember it looked beautiful. Or was that something else? I'll be back once this is done. All right, this last one's about to go. And I just sort of, I've realized the quarry we have in the background, like seeing that scaffolding over there and all that, it's pretty cool, isn't it? I reckon we should do like, I don't know how we'd do it. I almost want to build like a frame around that area and like try to set it up like a little bit of an industrial zone, maybe if we get the time. This little guy looks pretty cool. So this is Madmikrid, and he will allegedly crush my stuff. So I'm going to give him some stone, and you can hear him if you listen carefully in your left ear. I think he's crushing things. I think they're doing their thing now. Allegedly, he's pretty slow, so I guess we'll wait. As for the obsidian here, okay, we can use pretty much any type of obsidian dust. We're not limited to this little guy crushing our stuff up. But there we go. We got 2 crushed endstone. To be honest, that's all I need. So he can sort of chill there. I'll zip over to the base at supersonic speeds. I'll grab some obsidian dust. 2 of it, allegedly. We'll craft that up. Is that fire still going, by the way? Oh, that's very promising. I think it stays on forever on the netherrack. That is very cool. Oh, man. I wish I did that earlier. Like, back when we were using the occultism quite often. But we should have obsidian dust. It doesn't take too long. Yep, there we go. And now I can make... Oh, we're going to need chalk as well. Okay. So I do actually have some more of this. Now, the occult stone that you need, or the other stone, you can craft it by dropping andesite in the flame. So that's fine. And the otherworld wood, we have an otherworld sapling that we traded with some otherworldly trader to I guess, get it. So we do have unlimited wood. So, like, we're not really strapped in terms of that. But we do need to turn this stuff into dust. I don't entirely remember how you do it. Like, do you just... Okay, so the ashes is going to be the wood in the fire. And then the burnt other stone is obviously going to be smelted other stone. So, I can go ahead and chuck that stuff in there. And then we can go ahead and fly over to this guy. And I can go ahead and drop in the 3 wood. And that should pop out. Oh, pretty much instantly. Beautiful. Oh, man. That was beautiful. Did you guys get that feeling too when I turned around? Man. The base actually looks pretty good from this. Oh, my God. Not too bad. This is definitely a good angle. Man, I'm very happy with how things are going. Meanwhile, you guys are probably sitting there at home going like, this is the ugliest thing we've ever seen in our life. But we're happy that you're happy. Anyway, here's our chalk. Impure white chalk. And then impure purple chalk, and then I believe we burn this again to just turn it into normal chalk. So we'll fly back over here. The jetpack as well. I love it because it has saved my traveling like off camera time so much. Like running back and forth takes so long all the time. And it cuts out of the video, so you guys don't even see it. But anyhow, we now have purple chalk. So what does this mean? This means we can actually go back over here to this ritual that we were setting up, and we can set him up again. So what even was that ritual? I believe it is the craft, yeah, it's this Strigior's higher binding. I gotta grab that guy back out. So, in order to find that guy, we go back to rituals. I believe, what was I doing? Was it a binding one? I think it was. And then it is the dimensional matrix. And once again, we click on this guy here, click visualize, and we can now slap down the thing. Oh, I might need to click it again. We can slap this guy down. So I'm going to want to put it here. We can sort of see where things need to go. So the purple dye, or the purple chalk, sorry, will go there, 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 and there. And then that's it. That was all that work. That entire last episode to get endstone for that. There we go. Now the candles, I'm obviously going to reuse these ones. I could have grabbed the ones from over there. I don't necessarily know if it matters. Are you still making stuff? Yeah, you're doing your thing. These guys have like a lifespan as well, so he'll slowly like fade away. So I guess we'll keep him doing all the endstone stuff and just pick it up as he goes for the future. Now these guys, these little things, I believe that's made from diamonds in a sulfire. So we'll come over here. I know I keep mentioning it, by the way, but do let me know how you guys feel about this episode with shaders. I think we're running pretty well. I'm going to be honest. I'm pretty... and I feel like everything just looks that much better. And it's not too anti-vanilla, I feel. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have a texture pack or anything. It's just enhanced, I guess. Okay, so next up are these spirit-attuned crystals. These are going to be spirit-attuned gems, which are going to be diamonds. So we want 4 of these. Each of these are 4, so we want like, what, 18, is it? Maybe? 16? We'll chuck 16 in. Worst case, we made a little more. No, 16 was perfect. There we go. We now have the crystals. Arguably, we should sleep, but we have just completed, almost completed, we need the bowl in the middle, the ritual. So pick up this guy, there we go. So this is the golden sacrificial bowl. These ones are just normal sacrificial bowls, but there is a difference, so do keep that in mind. So that'll go there. This is the ritual complete. Then we actually might need to pick up these bowls that we have left over here. So I'll pick up 4 of them. Because for the actual ritual, you can place these just like within the ritual. You know what I mean? So like we can do that if we want, I believe. Once again, I'm not an expert at this mod, but we're doing what we can. So what are we trying to craft now? The first step is the dimensional crystal matrix thing. The craft dimensional matrix. It is going to be 4 blocks of quartz and an ender pearl. Now, I think any block of quartz works, but if I'm wrong, I'll tell you what, we're going to find out. Alright, so it would help to have more quartz. We still have these seeds. I'm very, very tempted to set up a garden cloche for the nether quartz. How long did... To be fair, the long part was just the setup. I think we might be able to get away with it. With me just speed running a garden cloche for some nether quartz. Can I do that? Are you guys going to be upset? Probably. I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, so already we have all this stuff because I think you made 3 vacuum tubes. We had some extra planks. All I need is this little component, which is going to be iron plates, which I believe was literally just 2 bits of iron, much like that. And then the engineer's hammer. Is that all it was? There it is. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. We just made a garden cloche. Very simply. Oh, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bing, boom. Garden cloche. I've got fluid pipes. I will grab item pipes. Oh, yep, sure. I definitely meant to spell it like that. And then we've got a little bit of dirt. I think we're good. Now, in order to set this guy up, we could do it in this dimension. We could do it in the compact dimension. Maybe we'll do... but then I've got to go grab it each time. Oh God, pain, suffering. What do we do? Where do I set this up? I mean, if I'm going to run over here anyway, I might as well do that. We'll see. We'll see if there's room in here. I'll figure out where I'm going to place it. All right, you know what? This guy actually reaches past here. So, in theory, I can actually slap the garden cloche like this. I can hook up the water just directly next to it. Like, all of that should work perfectly fine. That should hook in. This guy's water, you can see he's already got power. I put some dirt in. We put in nether quartz seeds. Do I need to repeat myself? But bada bing, bada boom. So the only other thing would be, I don't know, the fact that it doesn't look like it's growing. That, you know what? Because this will probably need a specific dirt, won't it? It needs, let's see. It needs at least level 3 or tier 3 farmland. So we got to take this dirt out and we got to go see what we have. Now, I think we might have some. Like, that's possible. Or it's different. And in the overworld, it might just grow on any farmland. Whereas in the garden cloche for the automation, it might need specifically that tier of farmland. Which I'll be honest, I think that is the case. So if we search farmland real quick, we're getting around here. Tertium farmland. Tertium. It's such an Irish word, or it's probably not, but the way I pronounce it, I feel sounds like that. So we're gonna need tertium essence. This is going to need a few more prudentium essences and our crystals. So the prudentium is going to be this recipe. We should have a crystal in here. Yep, our infusion crystals. So I'm going to want, I don't know, a few of these. We can grab a bunch. At the end of the day, I don't think it really matters. Let's chuck that guy in there. 1 tertium. There we go. Do we have a hoe laying around? Nope, we're going to have to craft one. We'll just do a wooden one. You know, no harm done there. Dirt and tertium and hoe will give us tertium farmland. That was nice and quick. Hopefully, maybe we'll learn a few things there. We'll jump in here, slap this guy in, see what he's looking like. I could even... No, yeah. I was going to say I could put in some bone meal to speed him up, but I don't actually know if I have bone meal lying around. So, yeah, I mean, it's doing its thing. We can see it's growing. Now, in terms of where we're going to put the stuff, I forgot to bring a chest. You know what? We actually already had an ender chest in here, which means... I can actually just quickly set this guy up and he'll go right back into our system. So shift right click with the diamond to lock him to my account so it's linked with those ones. And then put in the diamond band in the middle. This is hooked up perfectly. There's not coal in there, but I think there's meant to be coal in there. So we might have to figure out what the deal is there. But so far so good. We'll open this guy up. We might be out of coal. That's probably the reason. Ender chest will go here. We will then grab an item pipe. And there we go. Beautiful. Have that guy extract. Once this guy grows, I don't know how long he takes, but maybe he's already working, maybe he's not. I'll tell you what, we'll probably find out. I actually need to also remove that because I think he was putting melons in there. I think that just happened. But this guy, I believe he'll run 24/7. So we should be... Oh, actually, no, I think I need to connect to this, don't I? Yeah. I think... I think that's what I need to do. Yeah, sure. Okay, well, he's doing his thing. He'll literally grow us nether quartz. Now, there's probably ways to speed it up, obviously, like with fertilizer and stuff. But it's going to be running 24/7, so I think we're just going to be fine. In the meantime, has it made anything? No. So I need to grab some quartz. I will, I guess I'll be back. You know what I just realized as well? Because we have our jetpack, we can literally just go grab any nether quartz we want, which is insane. Like, I'm not limited to just trying to find a little bit of nether quartz. Like, that's probably good enough. You know, oh, we want some more? Yeah, take it. I should actually be, silk touching this stuff. Okay, so, I'll grab out these 2 blocks that we have, 2 blocks of quartz. I believe we needed just the 3rd, so we've got that guy. We will also need an ender pearl, which we have plenty of. We should be able to now fly over here and actually start up this ritual, except for the book. We don't have the book yet, so I'll just place these in the bowls. There we go, boom, boom, boom. And then what was the final piece of this puzzle? It is going to be Book of Binding, Ginny, with a D at the start. So if we zip back over here, let's see what we need for that. So I believe we need a Book of Binding Ginny, and then obviously combine it with the dictionary. So the Book of Binding for this guy, same as the last, but instead of white dye, it's going to be green dye. So we will need another book and quill. There we go. And then we'll need green dye. Now, I believe we have 3. What, I need 4? I've got to go in here. Actually, you know what? I've got the jetpack, so it's actually very, very fast to get. We just need to look in a direction. Yep, there's some green. And that's our green dye. This is, there we go. Green dye. Beautiful. Okay, so we now have everything. So we can craft this guy, combine it with our dictionary, and we have the binding, bring the dictionary with us. And we can actually go start this up, and this is the first step. Bada bing, bada boom. Yep, it's happening. It's doing its thing. This is our first step to getting our dimensional storage, our interdimensional crazy storage happening. So it's going to be the same as the other rituals, it looks like, where it just slowly eats away at all the stuff. So in the meantime, what will be next? Well, we need the actuator, right? So this is going to be one part of it. The next part will be the actuator base. Now, this guy's another ritual. So did I have that guy booked? There we go. He's bookmarked up there. This is going to be gold and an other stone pedestal. The other stone pedestal is just other stone and some slabs. So not too bad. Another book of folio. I think we have a spare that I noticed in our storage. So we shouldn't need to craft another one, but you know, we can if we need to. And then we need to find this ritual with our book. So if I hold the book, can I open that up somehow? Doesn't really look like it. So I'm going to have to hunt it down. What was it called specifically? Seus. Let's see if we can hunt that down. So if I go back here, and we look at the storage actuator base. Here it is. Oh, this is... That's a different one, isn't it? No, the Zeus. There it is. Maybe the E was missing or something. But here it is. This is what the ritual is going to look like. Maybe I need to open it again. Let's compare it to our current ritual. Oh, this one's a bit bigger. Does it match up with any of them? Does it match up with this, perhaps? No. Okay. I mean, it almost matches. Like, it somewhat matches up with this stuff. Like, I might be able to get away with placing it here and just placing different candles. We could always try it, because I'm not sure if that actually works. So obviously, there's more marking. Oh no, I need some gold in the corners. My bad. I almost didn't notice that. We'll place it right here. Yeah, boom. There we go. So, we have another little task ahead of us. I imagine I can bring the whatchamacallits, those crystal things over here once that ritual's done. Does it say no tool? It says no tool. So do the candles, though. We'll see what happens. But we will also need to grab white chalk and gold chalk and then steal another bowl. Okay, so chalk-wise, obviously that's pretty simple. I mean, you know, I don't really know why I'm showing this happening. I guess so that we're not too lost with me jumping around. But we're filling in the blocks. You know, nothing crazy happening. This guy is probably done, or at least almost done. And then I can yoink everything. It's been sitting on this ender pearl one for quite a while. Like a suspicious while, but I guess it's fine. Okay, it ate the ender pearl. This thing takes a while, so if you're also doing this, I guess be prepared for that. Don't wait until like 2 seconds before you need to turn off your computer, because man, it's still happening. It's still. I guess we'll steal stuff from over here. Like we're gonna. Actually, no, I only have one sacrificial bowl. Yeah. I mean, it's sort of like the thing where it's like, if I don't need to make new ones, it's like, why do I bother? But I guess maybe this is why, because it takes so long. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. It plopped out. So there we go. We have the dimensional crystal matrix. We can pop that away. In the meantime, I imagine I can just pick this stuff up. I am a little bit... You know what? I should use the Silk Touch pickaxe, just in case. Let's see. Yep, beautiful. You know what? I'll punch one, just to find out for you guys whether you need Silk Touch or not. You don't. There you go. That might save you a little bit of effort. There we go. Like, we can definitely make another one, but if you're like strapped for diamonds and you're not really sure, that would be a little bit annoying. So there we go. Grab this guy. We can switch back to our other pickaxe, just in case. So we actually didn't need to pick up all of those, so I guess that's a little bit silly. I don't even know where these were. I think they were like there, so I can stay there. 2 candles, just normal white candles will have to go in here. There and there. And then this is now complete. So, what do we need in this guy? This is going to be, the 3 gold and the pedestal. So that should be pretty easy. So slabs, we only need to make 1 set, and that should be everything to make the pedestal. I've obviously got the gold on me. Ooh, we also need to grab, I'm just trying to fly back. Another thing from Occultism, we need this guy, the Book of Binding. There we go. He's already bound and everything, so that should be good. So, over here. Oh, and the sacrificial bowls. Where are they? Here we go. Alrighty, so gold, obviously, the pedestal, and then the book in the middle. And there we go. It's going to craft it. So, that will probably take a little while as well. What will be next? That'll be the storage actuator. Beautiful. Then I think it's sort of like you get choices, right? I could make these dimensional storage stabilizers, and it will increase the storage size, right? I could also make a storage accessor, which I believe I want to do, as well as potentially a wormhole. I'm not entirely sure there. I knew yesterday whenever I was recording that other video, but I don't remember entirely. I have a feeling though that we want to get going on this guy, because we're gonna want him. This is gonna allow us to open the storage just in our inventory from anywhere. So some of it's just crafting, so we can go and craft that real quick. So for starters, another stone tablet. That's gonna be more slabs. We need, what was it? Was it 9? Yeah, we need 9 slabs, so we are gonna have a little bit extra again. There we go. Oh, and our recipe's done. I want to grab that before it despawns. Despawns? There we go. There's our base. So, wait. Already, hold on. We can combine this with the matrix and create a dimensional storage actuator. There it is. Here it is. We've got one. Now, I kind of wanted this at the base, but if you remember when we had the book previously, I don't know how easy it is to open this stuff up. There's like a full-on structure that you end up getting set up. Did we open that page? Like, is it here or somewhere? I don't know how to find the page, but you can actually do like a proper structure. Maybe it was for, oh, you know what? Let me find this again. Dimensional storage. It would have been in one of these tabs. Possibly here. Yeah, look. So you can place the stabilizer, or the actuator, sorry, and then the stabilizers need a point just the block above it. So it's a bit of like an actual thing you have to do. And I'm wondering where we would do that. Obviously, we've got a beacon down here. I could do it over here and then hook it up with cables and piping. Or I could also do it over here. Maybe, you know what? I could pick up this stuff and we could do it right here because it is an odd surface. Oh, no, it's not. It's even. Oh, I ruined everything. I don't know then. Maybe down here. Yeah, why not? There we go. Here it is. Oh, I was not expecting some floating 3D visual Rubik's Cube art. And yet, here we are. Okay. Let me sleep real quick so that we can see what that looks like during daytime. Alright, the sun's coming up. I mean, yeah. It's nice. It's hard to see at times. I'm snapping a bunch of thumbnails now, like a bunch of screenshots. Okay, so already, how does this guy work? I'm going to try and open him. Oh, okay. So, this looks like it's just the storage, right? Like I can put dye in there, and there's dye. We can put dye and books, and then I could be like, oh, where's my books? Books. And it will filter for the books. Beautiful. I can take that stuff out. What else? There's a smelting tab. There's a crafting tab. There's a clear crafting tab. There's 0 out of 128. So if I put this in, that's 1 out of 128. But have a look. I've got 6 stuff in there. So we can hold 128 types. And I imagine a lot of the different types. Now, how much do we have? What does it look like we have in here? In terms of everything. A decent amount. A decent amount. We could at the very least store like all the top stuff. Okay. Very interesting. Do we already increase the size? Do I try and make a dimensional stabilizer? What did it say it does here? Increases the storage space in the storage dimension. Each adding more slots than the last. Okay. I like the idea of that. But still, in the meantime, I do want to create this thing. So I want to be able to open this guy wirelessly before we even attempt anything else. Just to see how that works and how good it is. So we're going to need some stone buttons. Luckily, that's pretty easy to do. So this is going to be an inert storage accessor. And then I believe I want to put this through a ritual with some ender pearls and nether quartz. So we'll see if we can get our hands on those. Ender pearls, I think it was plural, right? Yeah, ender pearls and then a nether quartz. Grab one of those. And now we also need some sort of book, don't we? Is it another one of these genie books? I think it is. Where'd the thing go? I'm crazy. Oh no, this is... Wait. Oh yeah, for the actuator, sorry. It is actually another book of genie. Beautiful. And then it's another studios. So we've actually got that guy set up, sort of. I'll probably need to fix it. But we can do this, I think. What do we have in terms of petals? We have a few. I can show you guys this trick again in case you happen to be watching for the first time and maybe never. If we grab that and we grab some bone meal. Question, I don't know if I want to use bone meal or if we just want to use a watering can. I might just use a watering can. Yeah. Okay. So, if you place these down, the petals, so just the green petals, they place on the ground. You can barely see them. There's a bit of sparkling. But then if you grow them, and I'm hoping they grow for me here. They're totally not going to, are they? But what should happen is they should grow. Obviously, normally you use bone meal and they grow instantly. Oh, let me just grab bone meal. This is so embarrassing. But you can farm and essentially duplicate these. So I can bone meal it. I can... Oh, yep, there we go. A little bit of lag. But here it is. Now, this is a tall mystical green flower, which sort of looks like just 2 normal green flowers stacked. But if you hit them with shears, that one petal that dropped on the ground now turns into 4. And you can plant them again, bone meal them again, bada bing, bada boom. So yeah, you can do that. I thought I'd just, I like doing those because that would be such a time saver, like if you previously didn't know you could do that. So we want a genie. This is going to need another book and quill. There we go, book and quill. Book of genie. This goes in here with the spirits. We're going to grab that. We're going to grab the spirit book. We've got the quartz. We've got the actuator. We've got everything I believe we need. The only other step will be to actually ensure that we have the proper ritual setup. So stringers, blah, 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 blah. So visualize this. So that's the one that we had over here. So we can slap that down. All that we need are the, candles and stuff. Now, I also realized that it would probably be better to set these guys up permanently. At least for this episode, I probably should have done that so that I'm not picking up and breaking, candles and whatnot every few seconds. In fact, the candles... Oh, no, the candles did need to come with. Candles there. Crystals there. Oh, I need to bring everything. Okay, but there we go. So, storage accessor that goes there. The nether quartz can go here. And then the 2 ender pearls will go there. And then the genie book in the middle. And it's happened. It's going to start doing its thing. Beautiful. Nice. So, do we want to start something else up in the meantime? I'll tell you what I do want to do. I actually want to set this guy up, right? The guy that we just had. So, I'm actually going to make more of those diamonds. More of those crystals, sorry, so that we can get that guy set up properly. So, I think, were we using all of them or just half of them? I'm not entirely sure. I'm trying to remember. I think it was only half, right? You know what? Let's consult the book again. What were we even making it for? Was it for the storage actuator? What's the thing? The base? Yeah, here it is. It was this thing. Yeah, so it's 2 and 2. So I'm actually going to need 2 more candles. So candles, of course, from Occultism is going to be tallow and fiber. And then tallow, that's made from, if we go back into Occultism, killing mobs with a cleaver. So if I grab this butcher knife, I guess it's not a cleaver, and we come in here, we can decide which ones we want to obliterate, and we can just start swinging. And when they die, I think you actually get a decent amount. Yeah, like we've already got 8 tallow, we have enough. So I can fly back here, open this guy back up, we can dump in a bunch of this junk. There we go. Go back to the candle, here we go. White candle, slap that in there. I'm not sure if we have enough string, but I can craft 2 of them at least. In terms of the bowls, we might be able to do that stuff. So sacrificial bowls, 1, 2, we're gonna need more. Andesite do we have? Barely. You know what? An attempt was made. Okay, an attempt was made. At the very least, we can set this guy up again. So 2 of you, and then 2 of these guys, and then I don't know, some extra ones to just sit there. So we don't have to move as many next time. So that should be fine. Is this guy almost done? He's almost done. He's absorbed the rest of the stuff. So we're pretty much there. I'm just trying to think. Like, I don't think andesite spawns in the mining dimension, does it? I don't think so, and I don't think it says exactly where it spawns. We could stonework generator, though. That's pretty cool. This would just use water and lava, and would get that. So I quite like that. Oh, it's done. Here we go. Storage accessor. So now, if I come over here to this guy here, and I right-click on him, or I maybe shift right-click on him, linked storage remote to actuator. I can now open this up. Whew, okay. Okay, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? You know what I'm curious about? What happens if I pick this up? Is everything okay? Like, I can't open this anymore, but we can move it that simply, I think. Like, on top of this, if I put in an old root, and I pick this up, the old root doesn't drop, right? No, it hasn't dropped yet. But if we then, like, come over here and maybe slap him down there, the old root's still in there. Beautiful. Do you know what this means? Potentially, yes. Here we go. External storage. I would like to welcome this guy to the party, okay? So we're going to order all that stuff. We're going to wait for it to craft and smelt. Hopefully it won't take too long. I'm going to hook it onto this guy. And I believe I'm going to swap our entire system into it. That's going to be the plan. Or at the very least, I'll set this at like a high priority, right? So that it's sort of like, it prioritizes putting stuff in there instead of in our system. And the system can be, I guess, maybe a little bit of a backup or something. I don't know. We'll find out. I'll tell you that much. So here we go. External storage. I'm going to walk back here. I'm going to slap him down there. I will actually need another cable. So we'll search cable real quick. We should have plenty. There we go. So this guy's now hooked up with items, blacklist, all that sort of stuff. Priority. I'm going to do plus whatever. You know what? The disk drive. I'm going to turn this guy back down to like 50. And I'm going to set this guy to 100. So this is now the new priority to put things into. We've got to insert and extract. It can store apparently 131,000 items, but obviously only 128 ports. So that should be fine. You know what? I think there's something else we can do here. I think we can, because obviously we want to do the stabilizers, right? To store more stuff. But then how do we link it up? Do I have to run the cable over there? We can do that, but I don't think we need to. I think these wormholes work. I'm pretty sure we use wormholes. I'm gonna be honest. Let's consult the book again, because I'm not entirely sure what it said when I was reading it. Stable wormhole, okay? Stable wormholes are connected to storage controllers and allow remote access for both players and spirits. Okay? The stable wormhole allows access to a dimensional matrix from a remote location or destination. So we can have the dimensional storage elsewhere, have a wormhole here with an external storage attached, I think. Okay, I think so, and I think it sounds pretty cool, and I want to do it, and so we're going to do it. So, it'll be an ender pearl, and 2 quartz it looks like. I'll double check that those were quartz, because they did look a little bit different, didn't they? We'll grab 2, and I'll open the book back up. What are we looking at? Yeah, it is just nether quartz, and then a wormhole frame. I'm very excited for this. Frame. Here we go. Wormhole frame, there it is. It's going to need an other stone frame in the middle, which needs more other stone, which needs... Oh, you know what? It needs 4 andesite. Look at what we had lying in the chest or in the storage. Perfect. Let's be honest. If I go down mining for like a few seconds, we could probably find all the, stuff we need. Blue moon rises. If we were mining and stuff, that would be perfect. But we're not because it doesn't really matter. What was I searching? Does anyone remember? Wormhole. Wormhole frame, other stone frame, boom. Surround that with a little bit of gold. Boom, wormhole frame. We are in business, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there is still one more thing we need to do. Obviously, it's make sure this ritual's fine, which I'm glad I did start fixing this guy up. We don't have to move as much stuff. The other thing that I was going to say, though, is what was the book that goes in here? Stable wormhole. It's going to be a folio book, so that's not too bad. That's the white die, so that's pretty easy. I'll pick up my 2 little bowls here. There we go. 1 and 2. Quartz, and the ring can go there. I need the middle piece as well. I keep forgetting about that guy. So that guy can go here. Realistically, I should probably have the, I should turn the extra bowls we have into, sacrificial ones for the middle, right? Maybe? Golden ones? Anyway, we need this book. So I'll probably... I was going to say I'll do most of the crafting off camera. I don't think I need to, right? Pretty sure this stuff's pretty simple to do. Like, we have pretty much all the stuff we need. Where are we? Foliot. So, book and quill. Nice and simple. The dye would be a little bit of an issue. If I search white, what do we have lying around? What do these things do? These things can be enriched into 2 dye. And that's pretty much it. There's probably like another recipe, but they can be enriched into 2 dye. That's honestly probably good enough for me. Unless there's a crafting recipe that turns it into 2 dye. Because that would save me as well. But no, that's fine. We'll come over here. Enrichment chamber. Chuck this in. We use quite a lot of white dye, so it's like, I don't really see an issue doing this. And I'll sleep through the night. Alrighty, now I know this episode's getting pretty long, but we're doing good. I'm quite happy with how it's been going so far. So, oh, I didn't want to do that. No, we've made it. Oh God, how do I clean it? Let me know in the comments. How do I fix it? How do I've dyed the crafting grid. Oh my God, it's fine. But do let me know how to fix that. Okay, we're gonna quickly create this guy. Boom, 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 and we can actually go start this guy up pronto. Pronto, boom, 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 jumping around. Bam. Wormhole frame being created. I am a happy camper. This guy, you made any more mess? He seems to be fine. Okay. Oh, look at the glow with the shaders from the Enderman. Man. It's a beautiful game. It's a beautiful game. I'll tell you what, though. I really wish there was a lot more, like, welcomed shader support within the modded community, because like imagine these things. Imagine the type of reflection and refraction that could be splitting off of this little attuned crystal. It'd be stunning. It'd be stunning. Like even the glow from the candles is pretty nice. Yeah. Alright, while the thing's still crafting, I do need to find out where I want to put this. Because we do need to put it somewhere. And I imagine it's going to look pretty cool. So I do want to place it somewhere like that we can sort of see it. The question is where? I could sort of place it floating a little bit. Like I could just build a simple little platform over here. Maybe even out of like other stone slabs or something. Maybe. Yeah. Well, you know, why not? Oh, we don't... other stone. What do we have? We've got 4 slabs. Are we going to make it out of 4 slabs? Probably not, to be honest. Otherworldly wood? I'll be honest. I want to use other stone slab. I'm going to go mine up some some andesite real quick. Well, our wormhole's done, but I'm like down the mine looking for andesite, and whilst I don't want it to despawn, I would like to grab the andesite while I'm down here, but the andesite, that's the issue. There's no andesite. Oh man, oh, there's a big dungeon. Okay, come on, andesite real quick. Andesite. I think I have to forfeit already. You guys can probably see it on your screens, and I missed it, didn't I? Look at this cave, by the way. I mean, like, it is very impressive. There is a water reservoir up here, spilling over the edge. This is stunning. That is beautiful. This is with the Terralith mod. It was added when this was world genned. It is beautiful. Okay, I haven't found any andesite, which I obviously wanted, but we can craft it with cobble and diorite, and I did find diorite, so I mean that works too. Alright, so I should now be able to drop a stack in here, and it should hopefully spit out a stack. Yeah, beautiful. Now in terms of making the platform, I'll see if it exists. You used to be able to make like a floating piece of scaffold. It might be from Cyclic or something, or Quark, or I don't know, some scaffolding mod. Is there like an angel block or something? Like a floating... I want to be able to place a block in midair without it connecting to anything else. But I guess I'll have to just like build my way over there. So, which is fine, The wormhole's made, by the way, stable wormhole. So all I literally need to do is this little building thing that I want to do. So let me go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to just like try to create a little bit of a platform. So for example, I'm going to place the slab here. That's going to have the storage actuator on it. Then we can have this pull out here. And I think, what does it say, within 5 blocks? So I guess this would work. And then the stabilizers go above it. So what it would look like is that, roughly. Alrighty, well, here it is. It's beautiful, I know. Contain yourselves. So at the moment, this obviously isn't hooked up with stabilizers, and we don't have stabilizers. But in the future, it can be. So the wormhole here and our actuator, I'm going to bind them both. So this guy's now bound. And as you can see, we've got some stuff flowing in already. We've got the stable wormhole. I'm going to shift right click on the actuator as well. Link the stable wormhole to this storage actuator. And it also tells you the coordinates. Then I want to come over here. And I'm going to slap this guy on the external storage like so. Did it work? How do we find out if it worked? I guess by dropping things in our system. So for example, there's no diamonds in here. If I put diamonds in the system, due to my priority, it should be in here. And it is. Which means it's in there, which means if I open this up, it's in here. Now, what do we need to take into account here? Well, a few things. The first important thing is obviously the type limit. Like, we're going to need, we're going to need to upgrade this guy eventually. If not this episode, I don't think I can squeeze it in there. What do we need here? This stuff's doable. Zevzur's spectral compulsion, is that what we have? Let me just double check, because we might be able to just like slap this on. Storage stabilizer, this ritual. We could. Should we do it? Oh, it's very tempting, isn't it? This guy's going to make one-dimensional storage stabilizer. You know what? I kind of want to do it. The other thing was auto crafting. Obviously, I can't craft from this guy. I can do manual crafting in my inventory. Like, I can make some slabs and stuff. But those big, chunky requests that we need to do, like when we're making some machine or whatever, and it has to do some chain reactions, those will still have to be done via this guy. But pretty cool nonetheless, if I say so myself. I think there's auto crafting within this mod as well. Obviously, I'm not getting into that just yet, but I do believe it exists. So that is exciting. I'm going to be honest, I want to give this stuff a shot. The only other issue I'm thinking of in terms of trying to get these guys set up is the more folio books. I reckon we do it. Let me gather the resources and see if we can. Oh, I see squids on the map. I actually needed a little bit more ink, so we're going to grab that. Alright, so I'll be honest, I don't know how many of these we need to make. Like, I don't know if we need to make 4 of them. So we'll start off by making 1. And then we'll see if we need to make like 4 of these tier things. So we've got the folio book. That's what this is here. I'm going to need block of copper and other stone pedestal. There we go. That's out of the way. The block of copper, obviously that's pretty easy. We've got plenty of copper. Block of copper. The last 2 bits, blaze powder and the spirit attuned gem. So I'll need another gem to be made. But the blaze powder should be already here. Yep. And we'll go hook this guy up. And I'll probably cut back just before it finishes crafting because, as you know, it does take a little while. All right, I've been gathering flowers as well, so we should have plenty of white dye. Oh, the ritual's completed. So we'll go over here and see how many we got and all that sort of stuff. So we got one-dimensional storage stabilizer. Currently, the system can store 128 types, I believe. And if we come over here and slap this guy down like that, it changes. Oh, it actually does change. Oh, wow. Okay. We don't need to make 4 of them, but we can. 384. That's more than double, right? I'm pretty sure. Pretty cool. So, do we think that can store all of our stuff? I think it's worth a shot. So what we're going to do is I'm going to actually take out this stack upgrade, and then I'm going to try and export into it. So what's that going to look like? I think I can actually probably borrow this exporter, or what's the best exporter to borrow? I'll probably borrow this one, or we could just craft a new one, you know? Who is this guy? You know, who's this guy stinging out on all these resources? Exporter. Craft this stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, export is completed. I'm going to slap this guy. Oh, yeah, it actually is a little bit messy to slap this guy on. I'm going to place him there, though, because I think this will work. And we'll grab a cable. Oh, we've got one left in the grid. Beautiful. Place him there. So already this should be working. I should be able to open this and see this number going down. And we don't. That's a little bit scary. Syncing, sort inventory, sort amounts, sort columns, auto craft, or some sort of processing thing. Okay. 40. I don't know if this guy's... It doesn't look like he's doing anything, does it? Item, exact mode. Like, if I put a stack upgrade in, we'd know for sure there would be a lot coming out of this guy. Insert an extract. Higher quality. You know what? That might actually be the issue, though. The issue is that he's not actually extracting from the drives, because you don't normally do that, I guess. Like, normally you would put a filter in here of what you want to export. So that actually makes sense. Yeah, you know what? There's actually a different thing that we want to be using here that I was probably going to make, but I guess now we have an excuse to. It is called the disk manipulator. We'll auto-craft as much as we can. It does look like we'll need 2 storage housings as well, so we'll craft 2 of those, and we might need to actually craft more of that. We'll just craft more of everything, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. Disk manipulator. This guy attaches to the system like any other block from the mod. We can slap him there. No harm done there, and we can even clean this up a little bit by picking up these 2. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to take items out of disks. So, for example, if I sort my inventory, just to make it a little bit easier on myself, and we grab out maybe the 1K that's empty, let's grab out another 1K, and I guess this 1K too. You know what? We can grab another one. Grab that as well. What we can do is we can slap it pretty much in the system. So I can chuck these in, and if we look here, you can see that number's going down. It is taking stuff out. We can put stack upgrade in, and it will move a stack at a time, and it's going out. It's not going in this system, or at least hopefully it shouldn't be, but it's actually going in here. This guy's filling up. So yeah, I would like to sort this guy by amount. Yeah, that feels a lot more friendly. The UI is still a little bit scary. I will be honest, just because like I'm so used to this and how much room there is. There's a lot more like cramped and there's a lot going on, but it's promising. It's definitely promising. I'm excited though. I'm very excited. So this stuff should empty. Oh yeah, look, 2 of these have emptied. Now the cool thing with the drives as well, the disks, is I can shift right click these to actually take out the component. And then we can actually combine these components quite cheaply to make, you know, the 4K part. And you get an extra 1K out of that, obviously, because 3K and then magically 4K. Realistically, though, we kind of don't need to, because, like, we're moving to this guy. This guy's going to store everything, allegedly. So we'll grab out the rest of this stuff, and then we'll have to put in the big gun, that massive drive here, the 15 or 16K one that we have. But I'll split this stuff apart, put them away. It's going pretty good. All right, so I don't think we'd fill this guy up, but we're getting close to halfway. You know what I mean? Like, we're about a quarter done. So I do actually want to at least craft another one of these guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'll do that. Oh, we'll do this to upgrade him. And let me grab the other resources. So like the block of copper and stuff. All right, that was pretty simple. This will start up. That'll be another storage stabilizer. Beautiful. We'll chuck that guy on. In terms of the higher tiers, Oh, you'd actually upgrade your pre-existing one. Okay, that's pretty cool. I was wondering whether I should be jumping straight to them, but if it's an upgrade system, yeah, we can upgrade these at a later date, so that should be fine. Are those empty? They actually are. We're about to put everything in here. So there's our last one, our last storage disk that we're emptying. And this is also a great way to, like, once again, empty these smaller disks so that you can, like, pull them apart and upgrade them. And even, like, if you're still using refined storage, you can put them back in and, like, fill up the bigger storages and, you know, empty the little ones out. So it's a nice little system. All right, while that stuff's emptying, I actually had a little bit of an idea as to how we can make this look maybe a little bit nicer. I was wondering, like, what if I... Oh God, I wasn't expecting that. But what if we were to do something like this and have this go down, and then I could even have, like, this at the bottom? Is that... It looks a little bit weird right next to each other. Man, I don't know what to do. Oh, by the way, now that it has stuff in it, and I think it looks a lot more vibrant in the colors. Like, that is a lot more vibrant of a, I don't know, of a potential thumbnail. Oh, this is finished, by the way. I didn't even realize. Okay, that's been finished there for a little while. Okay, I'm going to slap this guy. I might put him there. I know it's not, like, symmetrical, but for the sake of the thumbnail. This has increased it to 640. Oh, it actually was full. We actually have managed to fill it up. Oh, that's a little bit scary, because I think there's actually a lot of stuff still left here. We might need more. We can make more relatively easily, to be honest. It's just I'm sort of avoiding it. So we might even need to do that next episode. But yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you learned maybe a thing or two about occultism, or maybe had some fun, or at the very least, maybe much like right now, you had some nice visuals or whatnot to look at. Hopefully my voice wasn't too annoying if you weren't looking at the video and you didn't enjoy the visuals. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the support on the channel, obviously. We've grown more than I ever imagined we would, and I'm incredibly happy with it, and I have no plans on stopping. If anything, only getting more and more so. Oh, look at what it's doing to the light. See that? Look at the reflection down in the water. It's doing some weird stuff. It's having like a disco. Anyhow, yeah, thank you guys for supporting me financially as well. Watching the ads on the videos helps me out big time, so thank you guys for doing that. And of course, thank you to any donators or channel members or super donators that we have. Thank you guys for doing that. You don't have to. Watching the ads is more than enough, so thank you guys. And yeah. Hopefully this was a good episode. In the next episode, we might actually start on ore processing, whether that's using our existing system, whether that's using occultism, or what. We'll see. We'll see what we do, because we could try this stuff out. We could not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.